This review contains spoilers.
I am Duncan MacLeod, born 400 years ago in the Highlands of Scotland. I am immortal, and I am not alone. For centuries we have waited for the time of the gathering, when the stroke of a sword and the fall of a head will release the power of the quickening. In the end, there can be only one.
A guy named Joe who worked at a casino has money problems. Richie is in searching for his roots. He meets Joe and Joe tells him that he is his father. Duncan is suspicious and finds out the truth that Joe isn't the father. At the end of the episode, Duncan saves everyone. We get some flashbacks of Duncan's interactions with his Highlander father. Let's jump into the review.
Here we are, born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. I have no rival. No man can be my equal. Send me to the future of you all.
This episode was kind of boring. It seems that Duncan is already a father figure for Richie. There is no build-up, no interaction after the pilot. He is now part of the gang. Are cool kids calling it a gang? Anyways, Richie is in search of his father Jack Ryan. No, not this one. No, also that is wrong. Well, maybe this one. The guy is a conman and wants to use Richie and his connection to the antique shop of Duncan to pay his debts. Of course, he isn't the father, but does in the end the right thing to save Richie. Duncan has to be a piece of work. Tessa and Duncan have a conversation. He says something which makes Tessa ask why he is saying this. And the answer is reasons and grins while saying it. What a dick. It would annoy the shit out of me if I get answers like this. And then he wants to have sexy time, maybe. The interesting part of this episode was the flashbacks. Duncan's death and the reaction of his father after Duncan lives again. What I really hate is that we get no date and place where he is. In this episode it is easy to find out. We know he comes from the Scottish Highlands and that he's 400 years old. The show started airing in 1992, which would mean he's born in 1592. And I guess he died in his late 20s the first time, even though he looks already like 40s in the flashbacks. But this would be a time frame we can work with. It is just interesting to work on a timeline while reviewing the show. So Duncan dies the first time, then we hear the old lady scream. His father comes in and is shocked that his son is alive again. Afraid because he thinks he's a demon or something, he screams, "No, you are not my son!" and leaves. But he lets the old lady alone with him? Is nobody worried about her? We have a second flashback, which is a short time after the first. Duncan tries to talk with his father. He learns that his father isn't his actual father, that his son died in birth and someone brought this baby and they took it in. So this could be an interesting plot device which could be explored further. Then we have this shot. They just talk about the Jack Ryan guy and watch the flame. I mean, I get it. The director tries to make something out of this and wants to have an interesting shot, and I respect this. But can it be a little bit different than this? They just stare at the flames and say their lines. And Adrian Paul looks like as he would rather be somewhere else. Duncan and Tessa have an argument. She says that this Jack Ryan guy is just a human being. which Duncan finds not nice, and she says sorry for it. So, are the immortals no humans? I should watch the movies. We have at the end a little bit of action, but no immortal or beheading, which surprised me a lot. I think the flashback things were the interesting part, but the rest was meh. And the flashbacks were just 10 minutes of the episode or something like this. I chose the perfect show for my nostalgia review. Sarcasm. And sadly, there were, except of the intro, no Queen awesomeness in this episode, which is a shame. So, this was my review of episode 2. What did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Have a nice one. You take care. See ya.
Hey, where did you learn that?
From the people that invented it.